You gotta let the fanfare play out.
You do. Now it's ready.
Now it's ready. My name is Ryan Reinbarger.
And I am Corey. No last name. And we are the good friends.
The last nameless warrior of dragons.
Only the first 4 letters matter.
This is a Final Fantasy. Let's play all of the Final Fantasies Prologue.
It is.
Because Dragon Warrior is older than Final Fantasy.
As far as I know, the first JRPG.
It is the first JRPG.
Console?
It is also the game that Square was kind of aping when they made Final Fantasy. Because before Final Fantasy, they kind of just made copies of other games. Bad ones. Bad platformers, bad shoot-em-ups. Yeah. And then they almost made a bad RPG, except they made a really good RPG. And
they did.
But yeah.
So this is where it all started.
This is where it all started. I played this game as a child, and we will begin a new quest. As soon as I figure out my buttons. Okay.
Yeah.
We've had some discussion about our name.
Yes, we have.
Should we go with...
yeah, 100% we should.
All right. So our name is going to be...
Let's let it play out here.
We're gonna be a Buttlord.
The Buttlord.
The Buttlord. I wish we had room to make sure that it was clear that we were the one and only
people know
Buttlord. We're gonna go with fast because people can read.
Buttlord ain't slow.
Buttlord ain't slow.
Oof.
Yeah. Buttlord versus Dragonlord? I honestly didn't even remember that.
I didn't think about
that. That's awesome.
Alright. We're doing a great job so far.
Yeah, I think it's really going well.
Okay. So to recap, the Dragon Lord... Oh, yeah, we'll recap in a second.
There's still more things that he has to say. Yeah, there we go.
May the light shine upon thee, Buttlord. So, the Dragon Lord has stolen the Ball of Light.
Yes.
And we, Buttlord, henceforth known as Butt. If you look at the
that's true, yeah.
abbreviation there.
And we are abbreviated to Butt.
We're searching for the Ball of Light.
Yeah, and then we're going to use it to... Oh my god. We're going to use it to get...
You
take.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, you got to deal with a lot of Old English. But we're going to get that Ball of Light, and then we're going to use it to kill the Dragon Lord.
Someday in the distant future.
I like how take is the farthest possible option.
It is. Those messages are incredibly grandiose for the mundane items that you're obtaining. Fortune smiles upon thee, Buttlord.
We have found a magic key. Magic keys are really important in this game. You get a lot of them and have to use a lot of them. And you also definitely want to talk to people all the time.
Nope. I do not.
Alright. Now,
interesting.
In true RPG fashion, he doesn't remember that we've talked about this. His message is much briefer if you've spoken with him.
These are very knowledgeable guards.
Yep. So to the east is a town. If I recall correctly, it's like 3 squares over or something like it.
Okay.
It's pretty hard to miss it.
It is interesting that it starts you right in the castle.
Yeah.
And the king just chills with his treasure, I guess.
Alright, so we item, magic key, blam, door open.
Oh.
So this game has really weird controls. Like if you tap the movement buttons...
Is it a slight delay?
Yeah, it's weirdly delayed, and also, like, you kind of have to hold it. I remember that being a thing with this game.
Interesting.
So I don't think it's our
You had to use the first magic key to open the door to exit the room with the king.
To exit the room that you started in.
This is it's a very strange starting area.
Well, it's tutorialing you on the use of magic keys, really.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, and you have to talk to the king to save at all.
What is the king's name?
King Lorick.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. And he also beds thee?
I don't know that that's the term. Brecconary was a paradise. Then the Dragon Lord's minions came. Oh, dang it.
Damn Dragon Lord.
I don't really remember a lot of the towns.
Is this... Yeah, are we in Brecconary? Or nearby, possibly?
I think Brecconary is a different town. Oh, yeah, there's water. And I can tell you from memory that those weird diagonal slashes are like
Yeah.
acid ground, so I don't know why that's just in the middle of the pond, but
Naturally, you would build your castle around the acid pond.
yeah,
Shit.
it's fucked up.
It's difficult to tell who's handling that trauma.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Dragonlord's a bad dude. Also, here's like a secret treasure room. So secret.
So we would
We'll
we
have
would
to
need the
come
magic
back.
key, I
Yeah.
presume. Are these little guys wearing? Are they wearing vests?
Oh, ask me anything about these sprites.
Ooh. I love the art.
Yeah, I
though.
guess
I think
it's
absolutely.
It's
yeah.
a vest with a belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was wearing like a priest's cloth kind of around his neck.
Also, you can search on a lot of squares, and you'll just find stuff that you cannot see. And often, a lot of the MacGuffins in the game are found by having someone tell you where to search. Oops, missed.
Interesting. Okay, so it rewards you for talking to everyone.
Thanks.
I say that.
All doors in this land are locked.
Is it possible to like exhaust your magic keys such that you waste them on silly doors? Like
I
that
don't
door?
remember. I don't think so. I don't think it's possible to screw yourself that badly.
Okay. Yeah, this is a place of suffering and anguish.
Yeah, they're just moaning and groaning.
Some people are more practical than others.
Yeah. I don't remember what you
This
do.
guy rules.
Oh, this restores your MP.
Okay.
So you have to rest at an inn to get HP, and you have to talk to the wizard to get MP back. I think.
Or do you have to rest with Prince Lorik? Is that... I mean, King Lorik?
He only saves. He doesn't
He
rest
only
you.
saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Tantegel.
Tantegel? Sure. Tantegel Castle.
Tantegel.
Tantegel?
Tentacle?
Tentacle Castle. Now, pro tips.
Ooh.
If you walk down one square, you'll
You'll
leave.
be out.
And you can't cross the water.
Can you search the water? All about?
I mean, we can search the water. There found nothing.
But there found nothing.
Let's see, what's our stats like? So our name is Buttlord. We're
It
at
is.
4 strength, 6 agility, 15 HP, no MPs.
Look how agile we are. Fairly agile.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we need some weapons and equipment, it seems like.
Yeah, we're kind of naked.
Do we have anything to start? No.
No, I think you just kind of auto-equip equipment that you get.
Interesting.
I don't really remember how that works, to be honest.
I've already forgotten where they told us to go initially.
The town that
The nearby
is
town.
like exactly right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. So, we can do it. So yeah, it's right there. Also, that castle in the lower right is the final boss dungeon of the game.
Really?
Yep.
Just right across the
They put it right on the start.
Oh, can you walk there from here, like now?
No.
Oh, okay, is it?
You need many MacGuffins.
Gotcha.
So this is Breckenary.
Breckenary, okay.
It doesn't seem that fucked up. You're talking about it like it's
true.
mad wrecked. Oh yeah. You can always tell if someone's a shopkeep or an innkeep because they have a desk in front of them.
Just like in real life.
Weapons and armor, eh?
Bamboo pole.
Of course, in true original NES style, you have no way to tell like how good these things are. Except, I mean, this game's real simple. If it's more expensive, it's better.
Yeah, that seems to be a fair indicator. Okay. Do we have any? Oh, we have
120
gold.
golds. So we could
Jeez.
start with a club and like clothes, or we could do small shield, bamboo pole.
Clothes.
I'm gonna do clothes.
Yeah,
and
let's
a
do
club.
that because it looks like shield we can't really upgrade past right now unless the copper sword requires 2 hands.
I don't remember.
Which I don't know. So we are legit naked. We're wearing absolutely nothing.
Despite the appearance of our sprite.
Woke up naked in the king's throne room.
So club. I'm gonna go clubbing.
I think
Oh, we're good. So now let's look.
Oh, hey, we're now holding a weapon. Were we
Yeah,
doing
that's
before?
true. We have a thing in our hand now.
Wow, the sprites even update. That's amusing.
Oh yeah, we do have 3 slots: weapon, armor, shield.
Okay,
So
very cool.
there's no such thing as two-handed.
Two-handed, so that's a little bit...
Everything is one-handed regardless of...
So we could afford the shield, right? Actually. I think it was only 20? Or am I making that up?
It's 90, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Here,
Wait, what did we buy? Paying attention.
Clothes and a club, yeah, the shield is 90.
Oh, okay. Stakes. Oh, you bought the club. I got
So
it.
I guess what we should have done is, instead of buying the clothes, we should have just bought the leather armor. Because it occupies the same slot.
Yeah, that's okay.
But then we would have had to do, like, leather armor. I guess either way, you're buying something that
We'll be a little bit
occupies-
closer to getting the shield now. Then we can just kind of...
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
What's up? North to seashore, then follow the coastline west until thou hast reached Garenham. We can't do that yet. I can tell you that right now. We will get fucked up.
I love the wizard sprite.
Yeah, the wizard sprite's pretty great in this game. Yeah, there's a poison marsh where you take damage everywhere
I'm
you
assuming
step.
that, like, the non-green texture there is...
Oh yeah, Corey's colorblind.
I am.
So right now the squares, these two squares are grass.
Yes.
And then these squares are trees.
The other one's over by the brick walkway, though.
These are like sand.
I'm imagining it's scorched earth from the Dragon Lord's dragons.
I think you might be right.
That's why there's no roofs on these houses, no thatches. It's just stone, like
stone
foundations.
walls, no ceiling. Yeah. Bridges generally signify that you're getting into a harder combat area.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, and when you level up, you have to actually go talk to King Warwick to like affect it. I think to like actually make your level up happen. It's ridiculous.
The hierarchy.
Yeah. Hast thou any proof?
So we are a descendant of Erdrick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buttlord, descendant of Erdrick. Okay, this guy clears curses. There is a town where magic keys can be purchased.
Okay, so...
I think it's fairly late in the game. Until then, you just kind of find them. I thought I found her! It's just right next door.
Oh, who's the man in the inn? Let's talk to him.
Yeah, okay. Of course, this douchebag knight is kind of in the way.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep, and you can't push people out of the way in this
Clearly
game, so
drunk,
you can definitely just wait until he's out of the way. Although you can kind of like occupy squares so that he has to go.
Yeah, that's why he's forced. Ooh.
Yep. How much is this in? 6 gold per night. Nope,
Not yet.
not yet.
We'll come back.
It might be simpler to just reset the town and come back.
Yeah, I think so. Go talk to those other fellas in the...
Pointless path?
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked to everyone now.
I think so. Well, that
Oh
guy
wait,
over
did we
across
cross
the
this bridge?
Yeah. This guy.
What's up?
Enter where though?
Enter through the doorway. Charlock, the fortress of the dragon.
Ooh. Alright.
Or Charlock.
Ooh.
See, this is a building with a roof.
It is. Presumably because it's made entirely of stone.
Tools. Oh, I don't remember what dragon scales do.
Get that herb.
Oh, I thought it would ask me. I thought it would ask me if I was sure. Okay.
First thing you do after waking up naked in the king's throne room is buy a dragon scale.
Well, I put some clothes on, and then I was like, oh shit, dragon scale, I need a souvenir. I need something to show my sister.
We did visit every possible section of Tantegel.
That's true.
I wonder what it does.
Oh, goddammit, you blocked me in. The search for his daughter has failed. I am almost gone.
Whoa, man.
It's a pretty dark game, despite how bright and happy the music is.
It is.
This is the sound of me trying to walk into this guy. You son of a bitch.
He's doing this on purpose.
He is purposefully doing this.
Morale is low in Tantegel.
Alright. Good God, we're done here. Okay. So, back in the overworld, we have grasslands, we have woodlands, and then there's
mountains.
hills.
Ooh, hills and mountains.
Hills and mountains. Mountains are impassable, hills just slow you down.
Okay. Ooh, our first random battle.
First random battle.
The slime draws near.
We're going to be fighting a bunch of these. So we dealt 1 damage and we took 1 damage.
Club the slime. Thou hast done well in defeating the slime.
Once we level up, this game does have the best level up noise like ever, so
Excellent.
we can look forward to that. So we can kind of get the lay of the land. Now, the way this game's random encounter, whatever, the system works is that the map is laid into a grid, and depending on which larger grid square you're in, you get different encounters, which means that There are a couple spots where there's like a peninsula that tips into the next spot.
Interesting.
And you can fight harder monsters closer to a safe place.
Okay. Good leveling zones.
Yeah, and I remember there's one like right at the beginning. Oh, red slime.
Things are getting dire already. Are these
beating us up?
Do we take these slimes to be the Dragon Lord's minions?
I think anything that attacks us is the Dragon Lord's minions.
Leads me to believe that the Dragon Lord isn't all bad.
I mean, he does hire slimes to do his dirty work. Yeah, there's like down here. There's a little peninsula between the water and the mountains where you can fight stuff that's a little bit harder, which is nice. But you have higher encounter rates in forests and higher again in hills.
Oh, okay.
So you can just kind of
know all of this.
I remember some. So I did play this game when I was a kid.
I was going to say, you should probably talk about that.
Yeah, it's the first RPG I ever beat. I still own it on the cartridge. We are not playing it on the cartridge because recording an NES is difficult. And yeah. But it took me a long time. It took me an entire summer dedicated to beating this game. I was a child, and so I was bad at video games, but, you know, that's how it goes.
I have never played this beyond this section of the game.
Yeah. And it's a fairly long game. Part of it is because there's a lot of grinding. Like, we're getting 1 and 2 pieces of gold from each of these. And we need to get, like, 180 for the copper sword. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm comparing it to Final Fantasy in my head kind of as we go, and it seems a little bit slower even than Final Fantasy.
It's definitely slower than Final Fantasy. I can assure you of that. As someone who's beaten both games, we should probably take a nap.
Yeah, we should probably take a nap. One thing that we might be able to look at later too is, I think a lot of the early, like the Japanese gaming industry was kind of really into Western RPGs like Ultima. And things like that. The first-person perspective, even, that's kind of mimicked in the combat.
Wait, there has to be a way to get health back for free.
Is there?
Okay, maybe it is we sleep with the king. Or maybe the wizard restores health and I just misremember.
I think it's... I swear the guard said something about resting in the king's room. I'm not even...
It sounds so crazy.
And enter where you can.
Nope.
Okay.
I think he is definitely MP restoration. Alright. It just seems like they cannot possibly charge me 6 gold a night after like fighting as much as I could to get into the red earned me 8. Like that doesn't sound right. Also, yeah, you don't just walk over stairs, you have to press the stairs button. Just dumb.
Yeah.
There's some improvements made in Final Fantasy. Oh. Damn it.
King is he's recording. I thought he was just going to memorize it.
Nope.
Tempt not the fates.
That did not restore my health.
So what does restore your health? The end? Is it that bad?
Man.
I guess we have to get experience first so we can grind longer before resting.
Like, man, I really don't want to rest. I think I'm going to risk going after one more fight. I don't know what happens when you die. I don't remember.
It's probably just game over, I would imagine.
Well, it saves. This is a game that saves you.
Right. I mean, we just saved with the king, right?
Yeah, I did just save. That's true. I guess it's not much risk.
The red vision on the text is pretty nice touch here.
Yeah.
Also, just a sick landscape across there. I like it.
Oh yeah.
Back to the king.
Courage and wit have served thee well.
Promoted to the next level.
Max hit points up by 7.
Ooh. There's a lot of language that's kind of, I don't know, it's indicating the hierarchy in this game.
Yeah.
You must get the king's approval before leveling up. We were just promoted.
Well, I think it just happened.
Oh,
to be fair, I think I was wrong about that.
He does say, "Come talk to me," though, right? Or maybe he just tells you.
You always want to talk to him after you level up. I think it's because he just tells you how many XP you need.
Oh, that's a good point. Does your status?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
So, I know for a fact it doesn't. You have to...
So that's... Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a difference between this and Final Fantasy also. So the king is the mechanic that's telling you.
Yeah. Like, you can see your experience count, but you can't see how much you need. So we need 16 more points.
Okay, and then you can save with the king. It's not actually that... Okay. It's moving at a decent clip, actually, too, when we turn the text speed.
Yeah, it's still not like instantaneous. Oh, can't talk to the wall. That's going to happen a lot, and I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, that is something...
God, it feels like there must be a way to rest here. This is crazy.
I feel like we must talk to the... We have to go to that inn, I feel like.
Alright, well, we did gain a pretty fat load of hit points.
If it restores them, that gives us...
Yeah. And I know, like, as you level up, because your agility goes up and stuff, things miss you a lot more, and that's the big way that lets you adventure farther.
And we did start with a decent agility score, actually. I'm not sure if that's the attribute which governs enemy missing percentage.
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. Versus defense, which I think just reduces the amount of damage you take.
Thou seems to have spent a good night.
How do you know? Alright, let's slap some more slimes.
I like to think that there are reasons why the world is bathed in eternal light. Flames from Charlotte Castle.
Yeah, there's no day-night cycle. Let's put it that way.
It's very colorful, actually.
Yeah, this is a very
like it.
Bright and colorful game.
Because I think like part of what...
Oh, excellent move!
Did it. Criticaled it.
Crits. Mad crits.
Because this overworld map style is borrowed from Ultima, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't play like any Ultima ever.
Yeah, like Ultima 4 and... I'm not sure. I haven't
we
played
just
a ton
one-shot that dude.
We're killing it right now.
That's the thing, is that you always take the first move as well, so if you can kill stuff... Ooh.
A Draki?
Oh, yeah, I guess... I say that and I immediately proved a liar because he hit us first. Like, most of the time, you hit first.
I could be wrong, but I'm thinking combination of overworld mechanics from Ultima, a lot of which was menu-based. Like, you had to walk up to someone, open a menu, and then select, like, the talk option. And then first-person combat kind of borrowed from Wizardry.
Yeah,
like
that's definitely...
And so you see that here in Final Fantasy, it changes, obviously, like, to that side-by-side combat. Which is kind of an innovation, I guess.
For a long time.
Yeah. But still, menu-based combat is coming from Wizardry, too, I think.
Oh, man, we're getting a lot of encounters. Getting a little nervous.
We got this. I'm starting to think maybe the name... Adding Lord to our name was a little presumptuous.
But it does mirror the Dragon Lord quite well.
I do love that. Someday we'll live up to that name, I think.
What do you think? One more fight?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's push our luck. We got it. It's just a little baby slime.
It's a little baby slime.
Thou hast done well in defeating the slime. I like that the game...
It compliments you.
It compliments you each time.
Yeah, every time you defeat even the lowliest enemy.
Thou hast done well.
Level 30. And
very generous.
Thou hast done well defeating the slime.
This is a self-esteem boosting game.
Although, like, later on, a lot of enemies that are too weak for you actually just run away from you.
Well, that's because we're the Buttlord.
That's true. They know that we are Lord of the Butts. I haven't been drinking this at all.
No damage has been scored. Some of the... I don't know. I'm just intrigued by some of the word choices.
Yeah, the terminologies.
Well, references its own gaminess.
Yeah.
Promoted as if you're...
Oops.
Each one's a rank. I guess some games treat it like that.
Yeah, it depends on the game, but some are definitely more like a level as a superior rank.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I guess I'm just thinking like Wasteland kind of looks like this too. Like coming back to it like this is kind of interesting to me.
I kind of want to level up before resting.
But we don't seem to be having a terrible amount of trouble. Knock on wood. Oh, except red slime's going to do it, I bet.
Oh, that wasn't enough.
Ugh.
Okay. Time to rest. We can now get one shot by a lot of things.
Go. Yeah. We did it.
We did it. We got pretty close to leveling up, though. It'll only take a couple more fights, I think.
But I'm already kind of impressed. The risk to reward ratio here is something you have to negotiate fairly early on, even.
And you don't want to go too far because, like, there's not a ton of healing items. They're super expensive. You pretty much only take them into dungeons, and then beyond that, you just try to, outstat the area.
Yeah. I'd be interested to compare this to, because the battles are fairly quick. because at least at this point you're just whacking people, so it's just back and forth. Final Fantasy, you have to at least do 4 inputs per battle.
That is the most frustrating thing about grinding Final Fantasy is that you just have to be like attack. Like
it adds complexity, I guess, but
but there's also way more options in Final Fantasy.
True.
Like, there's very few spells in this game. Like, most of your interaction with enemies is just pressing the fight button.
Based on your experience, what would you say is the primary challenge in this game exactly? In combat, or just in the game in general? Locating?
It's really just like evaluating risk and deciding when it's best to go back versus press on.
Okay.
Because if you press on and you haven't saved, you lose all of your progress that you had from the last time you saved. So that's not good.
I find it interesting to approach it that way. Random battles are treated differently later on, I think. I think there's real danger here right from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very easy to die before you've leveled up once in this game. Like, it's a non-trivial risk.
That seems like a classic, like, old-school D&D mechanic, too. I mean, like, how far do you delve before you go back? It's a resource management game, kind of.
For sure. Oh.
Did we just do it?
We did it.
Courage and wit have served us well.
By response speed.
Interesting.
Oh, baby.
Oh, hey, spells.
We learned a new spell. What spell did we learn? Heal. Heal makes a huge difference. Heal is how you spend most of your magic points, if I recall correctly.
I mean, that seems to make total sense.
That also means that that's how you get through a lot of the early game without resting at the end, is once you learn heal, you just talk to this guy to get your magic back for free. And heal yourself.
Oh, that's huge. I didn't even think about
7
that.
7 MP.
I wonder how much it costs to... Yeah.
It costs us 4.
Okay, so we can cast it...
We can cast it once, but we'll level up again.
But that's a lifesaver if we're running low.
Yeah.
So what is the benefit then of resting at the inn at all? Any idea?
Because you go farther away from Tantegel, and not every city has a free magic guy.
This guy's probably just at the castle, I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't even know if there is another one. Yeah, you might be right. It might be the only one. But now we go back to the castle to heal, which means that we can not spend money on resting. Where's
our destination once we've leveled up?
So we want to level up a little bit, and then I just know purely based on memory. I mean, we're blocked in to the south, the west, and the east. If we go over here, you'll see it's just water into mountains.
Okay. I feel like the only person that we talked to actually told us to go north and follow the coast west. Am I remembering that correctly?
You are going northwest to start, but there's like a cave that you cannot miss that's on the way. That is like the first dungeon, sort of tutorial dungeon.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah!
Did we just do it?
Murdered.
We're pretty fearsome already, I think.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Copper sword.
It is a desolate wasteland out here, though.
It is a lot of nothing. And all encounters are combat. They're never, like, people.
Yeah. It's interesting, I guess, how the game simplified certain things. Like, I know you haven't probably played as many PC RPGs, like CRPGs from that era. In games like some of the gold box D&D games, you had encounter options sometimes. You could always kind of attempt to parlay with enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes, anyway.
None of the enemies are really portrayed as intelligent in this game. Oh, we went far. We went a little farther than I wanted.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. The enemies are adorable, too.
They are. They're real cute. I mean, that is a Dragon Quest thing.
I was going to say, people, and that's probably well known, right? The Akira Toriyama art.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball fame.
Okay, we need to go back west, because those guys are
we can heal ourselves, so that's the thing.
We can.
Drake.
I guess I should probably do that after this fight. Well, I guess I could let it get into the red. Drake is only hitting for 1.